Hi, my name is Jack Daly. We're here at the East London Boxing Academy, and this is a day of my life at the gym. So we'll go inside and I'll show you around, and we'll see what we got. As soon as we go in, we've got coach's office with the main bit where we do our groundwork, our skipping. This is where we put for our paces. This is what we call hell. Straight through here, we have the ring room. This is where all the sparring goes down. Hundreds of thousands of rounds, much blood, sweat and tears. These are some of our boxers. This is one of our coaches. Yeah, this is the future. This is James Hasnan, soon to be pro himself. Okay, so I first came to this gym when I was 18 years of age. I'm now 26. I've had my entire amateur boxing career here, over 50 fights. I've won national titles, European titles, representing my country internationally, and it's all been done from here. I've been with the same coaches, the same people, the same team, and even if you look around the walls, you can see photos of all the accomplishments which all the boxers have done, including myself. There's many more through there which I'll show you, and this is the main ring room where all the sparring goes down. Gloves here, all the equipment. This is our version of a doghouse. Our version of a doghouse here. So yeah, that's pretty much all of it. So we've had many pros down here. We've had the Atuma brothers. We had Omar Sadiq. We've had the Italian national Olympic team down here. We've also gone to many gyms ourselves. We're regular at the McGuigan gym. I myself inspired the world champion Chris Smith. I think the new British champion and Commonwealth champion Isaac Chamberlain, and also Elizoro, the winner of the boxer tournament, and now the WBO International. Yeah, so got around a bit myself as well.
And another thing that I've heard from a few of your teammates here, you went to the Mayweather gym a few years ago.
We did. We were lucky enough to go out to Las Vegas to represent our country, both me and Hasnan. We were training at the Mayweather gym, so I sparred a couple of pros out there. Got to train alongside Badu Jack, which was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, so it was class.
Well, talk a little bit about the guys in the ring right now.
So, Uzair McBall, he's won so many national champ titles, I have lost count. What are we on? Three. We have three. We have James, also a national champion, and we have Hasnan as well. He's a 5-time national champion, European Box Cup winner. Former England representative.
Jack, other than that, what other pros have you had down to this gym?
We've had many pros.
Hey, come on. He don't need no pro sparring. He's got Aslan. That boy's been in the ring with him since he's 15 years old. 15 years old. We don't need no. I'll let you know.
The best in-house sparring there is.
We got tons of people.
We have the best in-house sparring there is. We're 5-time national champion over there. We have
wait, sorry to interrupt. I'll show you how good it is. Go on. Are you doing it right?
That's the day in the life of each from the boxing academy for you.
You see how good they are?
Yeah.
You see that little one there? I said, come here. That's his main sparring partner. There's the main sparring partner coming in. That's Jack's main sparring partner. Go on. There we go. That's the main sparring we got. That's it, chap.
As you guys can see, there's plenty of personality in this gym. It is one person laugh after the other.
Another thing I wanted to ask you here, it's a tight-knit gym. We're the only professional here, full of amateurs soon to make their pro fights. Talk a little bit about training with the same people year on year out, and how much does that help you?
It's helped me massively. I've stuck with the same team, same coach. They know me inside and out. I trust them with my life. That's why they're in my corner.
Also, so many styles that he don't even need another sparring partner. I do 6,000 the same spot every round. I do a different style. I go southpaw, I go open up. And you don't need no more sparring. One and only, it's kind of that. So,
but yeah, this is what makes camp fun. You know, a lot of people go through hell in camp, away from their families. Here I'm around. This is my family. You know, these are the people that I love, and this is what keeps me going, keeps me ticking.
I love to hear that. And if you care to join me over here for a moment.
Yep.
In front of Canelo. Another image I see on the left, you're one of my idols in boxing. I don't know if he's one of yours, but would you say that young South Canelo Alvarez taking over the world right now, is that soon to be Jack Daly?
I hope so. That's definitely one of my aims. You know, I aim to go all the way to the top, just like he's done himself. and I've plenty of time. That's what I aim to do.
Love chair. And if you go to the right of the wall over here, you see
you see a young Jack Daly.
Young
Jack Daly. Young is there. Young. This shows. I've been in this gym since 18. You know, I've grown here. I never had a boxing bout. I never got into boxing until I was 18. Stepped in, got in late, and it's my raw determination that got me here. You know, just keep sticking with it. And you actually see my journey as you go around. You know, from here to up here, there's like probably about 100 pictures on the wall.
Jack, talk us through what you're doing right now.
It's just shadow boxing, visualising the opponent and working with shots that I think I'll be using on the night.
I see that there. Our next star coming in.
How was that bounce around, mate? Stay warm. Cold over.
Get back on the jab. Get back on the jab. Change the angle. Change the angle. Woo! Right, next.
You gotta let them know.
Break over Jack.
We don't need to show that one, innit?
You have to.
You got that.
You don't have to show that one, innit? You got belt.
You gotta let the boys know.
This is when I had 4 juniors and Jack was my only senior.
Yeah, that was the belt, innit? Alright, not my best side, innit? But you know, a little glow up as we go along. But yeah, as you can see, belt, medal. All we do is win.
And you got a fresh trim right now?
Got a fresh trim right now, looking good.
Another thing we see over here, and one of the notable quotes I see in this boxing gym, we don't play boxing. Talk a little bit about that.
Can't play boxing. This isn't football or any other sport. This is life and death, you know. Sad to think, it's sad to say, but people have died in that ring before. You know, you got to put your all into this. You got to want it with the whole of your heart for this. You can't play it. It's life and death.
And just before I move to the right of you, Coach Umar discussed that, and Hassan and Ali discussed the first day you came into this gym. He said, Coach, how long is it before I become a professional fighter? And if you take a look to your right now, when you made your professional debut on September the 2nd at York Hall, soon your next out, November the 11th. So that's your professional debut there, September the 2nd. Just before we go to your next fight, talk a little bit about that and how cool is it, say 10, 15 years ago, you didn't have a picture up here and now it's filled with your pictures.
It's less than 10 years. I think it's 7.5 years. I walked into the gym and I said, I looked at my coach and I said, look, when I turn pro, will you coach me? And he kind of laughed, thought, this guy's never going to come back to the gym, you know? And it's finally happened. It was a dream come true. You know, I went out there, the whole thing was a dream, you know, from the entrance out to the ring, got a second round knockout celebration. I think I had about 250 people there. It was insane. I couldn't have dreamt it any better myself.
And the Mecca of British boxing, you return there in less than 3 weeks' time, November the 11th. Talk a little bit about that fight and how does it feel back to be at York Hall?
Feels good. I want to stay active in my career. You know, I have dreams to go very far in this sport. I've got to stay as active as possible. I'm back in there again before Christmas. I wanted to get out there again before the end of the year. I thought that was a perfect time for me. Yeah, I aim to go again. Out there, get a knockout and yeah, do what I do best. So as we come in here, this is the bag room. This is where all the grinding happens. And we've got a couple of our lads here who are preparing for the fights. they're both 1 or 2 bouters. So the next generation, they're coming up, and this is it pretty much. Yeah, this is home sweet home. Bit of a shithole, but it's our shithole.
Yeah. And talk a little bit about this. So it says East London Boxing Academy right there, but claret and blue, West Ham fan. Talk about that, Jack.
Well, East London, the heart of West Ham. You know, it's my team. This is perfect for me. You know, I grew up here, East London lad, born and raised. I live about 5-10 minutes down the road. Yeah, this is it.
Did he tell you what you done to that floor to ceiling board you got on the floor?
No.
I say it's dodgy equipment, isn't it?
I told him the other day, go warm down on it. He comes back 10 seconds later.
He stitched me up.
It's broken. I'm like, mate, you're going to pay for that.
He stitched me up, innit?
Another thing I want to say there, whilst you're on right next to the claret and blue bag, a majority of kids, especially boys and girls born and raised in the UK, it's their dream to become a professional footballer. So why boxing instead of football?
You know, I actually got into football when I was younger. About 13, 14, 15, I was training with West Ham. But unfortunately, when it came to tryouts, I had broken my finger and then my arm, and for health and safety reasons, I wasn't able to try out, and I kind of like a phase. I fell out of love with it. I still watch it, still a big fan, but I needed something a bit more physical, I'd say, a bit more of an outlet, and that's where boxing come in.
So Jack, what has boxing taught you the most in life and inside the ring?
Hard work will get you there. Perseverance, and as long as you keep working towards something, things just get out of your way. Everything will line up eventually. Just have to keep going. Every time there's an obstacle in your way, give it time, keep working at it, overcome it, and you'll get to where you want to be. And that's what I've done. That's the story of my boxing career. You know, time and time again, I've had adversities come in my front of me, and I've overcome them.
I love to hear it. So Jack, just finished off a great day of training. Talk us through what you went through today.
A grueling session. Oh, sorry. A grueling session. It was absolutely horrible. I'm beat. Yeah. took me to the end today, end of my energy tank. I am dying for some dinner, a shower, and bed. To be honest, yeah.
We're about 17 days out now from your fight at York Hall.
Aye.
How are you feeling going into that?
I feel good. I feel very confident. I feel sharp. I feel my reflexes are on point. Yeah, overall, I feel very good for it. I definitely see myself finishing him within the time limit, before the distance. Yeah, I see it going my way. Yeah.
And is this a 4-round contest or a 6-round contest?
This one is another 4-round contest.
Oh, nice. Love to hear it. And another thing I want to pick up on that, you're a Francis 1 fight. So how does that feel to be signed by Francis 1?
Feels amazing. Feels like I've got a bright future ahead of me. You know, one of the best managers in the game, one of the best promoters there is. You know, I will rack up this one on a TN14 show, and hopefully I'll be out on a TNT Sports show before long.
Do you reckon you'll be out before the end of the year, or do you think you need a rest before Christmas?
I'm ready to go whenever. You know, whenever they line someone up for me and tell me that it is action time, I will turn up and I will put on a show. You know, I do look forward to Christmas, look forward to the rest, but I'm prepared to work, prepared to go after what I want.
And talk a little bit about East London Boxing Academy and your coach Umar Ali, and how has he got the better of you for this camp?
I've been with this gym a long time. We've been doing the same thing day in, day out for many, many years now. Umar Ali, my coach from the beginning, knows me inside and out. We've been preparing certain shots. We've definitely changed our style and our game for the pros, so we can look for the right shots to land at the right time that will ultimately lead to me putting him away.
And just before I let you go, Jack, the first ever day in a life video on Anything Blows. How good did that feel?
That felt class, man. That felt class. It felt great to be a part of the beginning of something. You know, this is the beginning of my journey, the beginning of one of your journeys. And yeah, I can't wait to see when we look back in 10 years' time how far we both have come.
I can't wait. I'll be in my Bentley, you'll be in your Rolls Royce.
Yes, man. God willing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Daly ahead of his fight, November 11th, day in the life of Jack Daly.
Watch out.